Hey, everybody. How are you today? Welcome. Thanks for being here today. It's release day at MFT. I'm Libby, and I'm going to do a little run through of our new kit today. Hi, Holly. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, hello. So, friends, how are you doing today? I'm going to wait just a couple minutes, see if more people join, and then I'm going to dive into this fun new kit and tell you all about it, tell you how it's different from the January kit if you're curious, and show some beautiful samples from our design team and some that I made, and just some ideas for using this kit. Hi, Nikki. Nikki's on our design team. She made some beautiful samples this month for sure. Hi, Marcy. So if I look exhausted, it's because I am. If you follow along with me at all on social media, I'm in the process of cleaning out my entire craft room. You can see this part is not done yet. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we have flooring people coming to put in new flooring in our basement. And that is where my craft room is. So I have to get everything out of here. And I have a lot of stuff. And instead of just boxing things up and being done with it, I've been actually sorting through things and purging things and doing all that. And so it's been a lot. I'm now down to crunch time, obviously, because I have less than 24 hours until they get here. So I'm going to be putting a lot more in boxes than I've been doing. But it's been a process. So soon I'll have a brand new, beautiful new floors. I'm going to paint the walls light purple and get rid of all the excess and have a nice clean craft room. And I'm so excited, but man, getting there's a lot of work. So anyway, that's my excuse of why I look tired. So hi friends who've joined. Hi, Susie. Hi, Tony. Hi, Carly from our design team is here. She also made some beautiful samples this month. So yeah, and Jennifer, I told you how it's going. It's going. All right. So anyway, I think I've had enough time for people to get here. So this month we have another new card kit from MFT, and it's another layering stencil kit. The one in January, the Flower Fusion kit, was extremely popular. So we're doing it all again. So let me go ahead and put a little picture up on the screen of what this one looks like. So this is our Friendship and Flowers card kit. So it's the same idea in general of the January kit, but things that are different and things that you're going to love. And there's reasons you need to have both because they're different. And, it's just so much fun and so easy to make wonderful cards with. So let's just dive in and talk about the elements. So the first are the 5 layering stencils in the kit that create the floral background. And they are sized differently. Well, I'll get to that in a second, but they are sized differently in a different arrangement than the one in January. There are also 2 more smart masks, we're calling them, the masks that you can use along with the stencils in the kit. You can use them with the stencils in last month's kit. You can use them with any stencils you have in your stash. And this time it leaves a blank space at a diagonal for adding a message to your card or whatever you want to put in that diagonal space. There's also a really great message set, and this time it's all friendship themed. So let's take a little bit closer look at those messages. I love the top one, "You're my person." That just makes me think of Meredith and Christina on Grey's Anatomy forever, right? But I love that message in general. "Hello, my dear friend, sending only good vibes." And then if you can crane your head sideways, "You're my chosen family." Another one I just love. I don't have "You're my chosen family" in any stamp set, I don't think. And I absolutely love that message. "Some friends are forever. So glad to call you my friend. Be gentle with yourself." Another really, really good one and an important one, right? "You give me all the feels. Life's better with you in it. And I love you more each day." So that can be for friends and loved ones, obviously, whoever you want to give that to. There's also beautiful cardstock in the kit. Here's an overview of the colors that are included in the card kit this time. And just lovely colors. Moroccan Spice is one that recently returned, and lots of good colors in there. Okay. And then I'm going to just look over at your comments for a second. Just people saying, "Hello, Tiffany's here." Yay. She also made some beautiful card kits. Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to point out, like I mentioned at the beginning, is the differences in these kits. So in January, we had Flower Fusion, and this month we have Friendship and Flowers. And you can see it's the same kind of idea, but that the flowers are placed differently so that they line up really, in a better way, kind of with the diagonal smart masks. And it's also highlighting different shapes of flowers as the focal point. The ones in the Flower Fusion kit were kind of larger and more like a focal point on most of your card, where this one is truly more of a background floral. So it's different. It's similar but different. And I think that both of them are absolutely gorgeous. And of course, those smart masks, the ones were so popular that were just the horizontal strips in the original kit that we wanted to do some at the diagonal as well. All right. So let me see what's being commented on here. Actually, I'll go back to me. Sorry, I'm having some some click issues. All right. So let's see. What are you guys thinking of this? Do you love it? Yeah, the sentiments are beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. And spring, yes, it definitely brings on spring. So yay for that as well. Okay, so let's go to my overhead for a second here. Oh my gosh, I just there we go. I removed my whole desktop for a second there. All right. So here's the actual products. You can see how they look in hand. They are just a little bit bigger than card size stencils for the layering stencil set. It's a set of 5 stencils. This one has the big flowers on it. And then when you look at the subsequent layers, nope, never mind. Scratch that from the record. Yeah, most of them have the etching on it. The ones that are harder to line up, I think, have the etching on it, so you can make sure that you put it with the, over where you've already blended in the large flower, and then these fit in the holes, I guess I would say. Okay, so it makes it really easy to do the stenciling. Really fun. Here's the beautiful cardstock colors in person or in real life or in cardstock form, and definitely springy and beautiful. You could create a beautiful rainbow with that. There's also black and white included, so you have your white to do your base stenciling on, or else I'll show you in a minute that you don't have to use white for this. I did one on blue and it turned out really awesome too. All right, and then these are the smart masks at our diagonal. So you can see, if you put them like this, it looks like one straight line, but you can see the difference, how this one leaves a little bit smaller area down at the bottom where that's larger. So hopefully you can see the difference in them. And I'm going to go ahead and show it like this. I'm going to show a card in a minute where Tiffany used them together like this for her messages, which was really smart. And I actually had that same idea yesterday when I was playing, because I did a background like that. So I'll show you that as well. So let's go into some card samples so you can see this beautiful kit in action. I will say I don't have the actual stamp set in hand, but it is just a regular stamp set similar to the one in January, but with the different friendship themed messages. And that stamp set is such a staple to have in your stash. It's really awesome. Okay, let's see here. So let's go into some sample cards. You can see this kit in action. This one's from Rachel, really bright and springy and beautiful. I love her color choices here. I think she put some little pearls on some of her flower centers, which is always really pretty to do. This one's from Nikki, and I love her blues on this. So pretty, just gorgeous. I'm trying to look at the one, the 5-point flower. I don't know if you're here, Nikki, if you could say what that is, because I'm thinking you might have done something different than ink in that one, but I'm not really positive, but it looks really pretty. I should have looked that up on your post before I came on here. Oopsie. And then here's one from Rachel where she used the diagonal that's lower down. And of course you could turn that all the way around and have it at the top portion like that as well. And some of these cards, by the way, I'll mention, use the sentiments from the original set, and some use the new ones. So I love this one. So we showed some with it using the diagonal smart mask, but this one from Carly just has the message at the bottom, because you don't have to always use it with the smart mask. Obviously, you can just use that panel. And I especially love in Carly's card here how she used black as one of the layers with those little dots, because that really is a nice pop of dark color there on her sunshiny card, and I really love it. All right, I love this from Rachel, how she just stenciled the whole background and then cut it apart into strips to have a different look on her card, and then just used her messages as strips on her card front. And I love that she took a white gel pen and added all those details to her flowers. Really pretty detail there as well. This one is from Nikki, and I love her pinks. I love her plaid from one of our pattern paper pads in the background. And also I like to point out on this one from Nikki how she didn't use all 5 of the stencils. She just used some of them to do her stenciling and left more open white space. And I think that's a beautiful look as well. So there's lots of different looks you can get from one stencil set. And I just love that. This one from Carly, she did the stenciling and used that as a background to look through the negative of die cutting. So she has that high die that she used. That sounds funny, high die, but you can see what I'm talking about here. So I love that she has her stenciling peeking through her die cut, which is really cool. Now here is one from Tiffany that I absolutely adore. She used some acrylic paint pens through her stencil, and she did the layering of those paint colors. I imagine maybe Tiffany had to let it dry a little in between before you put the next layer on, but you can see how, since it was a opaque acrylic paint pen, the colors layer on top of each other rather than blending together. And it looks really, really cool. And actually, I'm going to go to my overhead for a second here and show you a card that I did, because I had a similar idea, but different. And I'm going to go back to the messages because I think you guys are leaving some comments I'll take a peek at. Okay, so Nikki saying she used a metallic jelly roll pen and went around the outside edge of the mask stamp with the same pen. It's really lovely in person. I'm sure it is really lovely in person. Yes. All right, so here's one that I did. And I use colored pencils on mine on a dark cardstock. This is a dark blue, what's it called? Blue Beyond, which is not the blue that comes in the kit. The one in the kit is just a tiny bit different. I should have used the one in the kit. I wasn't thinking when I grabbed a dark blue, but it would have been pretty on either one. You can picture that same card on this blue as well, or even on the black would be really awesome as well. On the purple, all of them. So the way I did it with the pencils, instead of coloring through the stencil when I did my penciling, I did all the layers of the stencil in a white pigment ink. So here's an example on black cardstock. I just did it on the Blue Beyond. This is obviously not the whole thing stenciled, but I wanted to get one on here to show you. I just used a white pigment ink and stenciled like with I used a paper pouncer, but something that's going to work well with a pigment ink to get it on the cardstock. And then when you color it, you can just take a pencil. I just have some here. And you color right over that white. And I go in with a darker at the edge. And then pull it back up to blend with the original. And you can see how you add that color on top of the white, and it gives you a little template for coloring. And so whenever there's a stencil that has something like that, like the flowers, I love that little trick to be able to do it in a different way. I love ink blending through the stencil. That's such a great, easy way to use your stencils, but I think it's really fun to be able to stretch your supplies and try something different with it as well, which is what I did on this one. Okay, so a little idea for you guys. And then here's I wanted to show too. This is a card I made with the kit, just with ink blending. And of course I had to make a purple card because that's who I am. And I added some sequins to some of the flower centers. And I also, one of the stencil layers, I use glitter paste through the stencil. I don't know if it shows very well, but these dots and these flower centers are actually using like an embossing paste, stencil paste. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, colored pencils on dark cardstock is one of my favorite things. And using a pigment ink first makes it so easy. And so again, I wanted to show this one from Tiffany, which Jody at MFT texted it to us earlier and like, look at how clever this is. I'm like, yes, totally. So she was able to get two messages on there by layering the masking stencils on top of each other. So let me again go to my overhead here. And you can see, so you just take the two, put them right over top of each other, and that's how you can get the two blank spaces for your messages. So really a fun way to do it. And then I had a similar thought when I was playing with these, and I did it just with solid colors instead of the flower stencils to make a fun little color blocked background for a card. And then I went in and cut it out with a stitched rectangle. But you can see how I use those layered stencils to do the ink blending. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little. And so I need to finish this into a card, but I was thinking, I could put it on here. And I have all these cute little things colored already from Books and Buddies. Ooh, I just knocked everything off my desk. And I can't find my little buddies. Where did they go? So you can see how I would put that on there. Hold for a second. I need to pick things up. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me get out the other things I wanted to show you that I just knocked off my desk. But I still can't find my other little things I colored. They better turn up because, I colored them. Where did they go? Okay, anyway. Moving on. I'm sure they're in my stack here somewhere. Okay, well, anyway. The other thing I wanted to show is... I'm a mess, you guys. All right. This one I did the same thing with the stacked up stencils, and I did the glitter paste. I was in a little glitter paste mood. And so I put that through my stencils. And then after it was dry, I took this stitched arch die and die cut that. And I will say The die had a little bit hard time going through this paste that's on the cardstock. You can see if you look at it on the edge, it's a little rough. I had to kind of trim it a little, but it still worked and it's still stitched and super cute. And so I thought that one would be fun to pair maybe with the little right on track stamp set, because I think that'd be fun to have all that glitter, purple glitter with these cute little images from that set. So that's my card plans. Once I have my craft room settled and have time to finish these, I have a big box I'm putting things in that are MFT in progress that I need to finish the cards of. So I'm just really sad that I lost my little critters, but whatever, it's fine. Moving on. All right, so let me see what you guys are saying now about this. I'll go back to me for a second here. So let's see. Jennifer says you could use floral stencils and then use solid strips to break up to create a different look. I'm not sure what you mean exactly, but yeah, fun idea. Hi, Peggy. Hello, hello. T. Jones says, can you find that one amethyst rhinestone I've been looking for? It's probably on your floor as well. Probably. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. This is a really great kit. Hi, Melly. Nice to see you here. Okay, so I also had a thought that I should get out the original one and show them side by side with some actual ink blending, but I was looking for them this morning as I was doing this. And as I said, I'm packing up my whole room. And I thought, I mean, I have a table that I've been putting everything on that's MFT so I would know where it is. And somehow those stencils from January are missing in action. I don't know where they went. But of course, those items are not available as a kit anymore, but they are still available. If in stock, they might be out of stock. I should have looked before I went. And they're available separately. So if they're not there, you can always put your name on the notify me. When you buy the kit this month for February, when you buy it as a kit, it is a good cost savings. So I recommend you grab that if you love all the things, but they will be available individually if it sells out as a kit as well. And if it does go out of stock, anything that you're interested other than the main kit, put in the notify me and you'll know as soon as it's back in stock again. Let's see, is this a new kit? Yes, Peggy, it's new for February. And again, I'll go back in case you weren't here earlier when I was going through all the things. And if you weren't, you can always watch on replay as well. But this is the difference in the two kits from the Flower Fusion in January and the Friendship and Flowers this month. So you can see the layout of the flowers is different. It's to help it fit better with the diagonal masks. And so it comes with 2 diagonal smart masks, different location of the diagonal, and then a really great message set that is a lot of friendship themed messages that are really, really beautiful. So yes, that is the difference. And I'm so happy to have both in my stash, even though I don't know where my first ones are, but I will find them. I know I had set them aside to clean and yeah, I don't know what I did. I know it was a little confusing. If you just see the pictures, you're like, isn't that the same? But it is, there's like enough things in it that are different. I mean, everything's different in it. So you definitely want to have both in your stash. So for sure, for sure, for sure. All right. Do you guys have any other questions? This was a quick little live overview of the kit. And I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. And grab it while you can, because once those kits sell out, like I said, they're gone. So hope you all are having a great day. And if you did get here late before I whiz through all the information about the kit, you can watch this on replay once it's over. Thank you for being here today. And I hope you enjoy this. So have fun ink blending. And I'll put some more inspiration on the blog of MFT again tomorrow. I think I'll highlight a little more detail of Rachel's cards tomorrow. So tune in for that. And there was inspiration. The cards I showed here, you can find on the social media of Tiffany and Nikki and Carly. They all created this month. And you can look at their blogs, their social media. And then they have also been on the MFT blog today and yesterday as well. All right. So thank you guys. All right. I will talk to you again soon. Have a wonderful day.